Hey, are you able to see my screen? Yes? All right. And you're able to hear me fine? Okay. And all right. We'll share. Oops, what am I doing? Okay, you're still able to see it, correct? All right. So, Hare Krishna, everyone. Happy Narasimha Chaturdasi. It's a very, very auspicious day. It's the appearance day of Lord Narasimhadev, who appeared for a very specific purpose, for a very specific reason. He came for his devotee, Prahlad Maharaj, and he also came for to kill a really mean demon called Hiranyakashipu. So we've already talked about Narasimha. He was the fourth incarnation of Lord Vishnu. We spoke about him in our Dashavtar series. So before we begin, we'll say a little prayer, okay? ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्दा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 Okay, so we have Ansh, Vrinda, Swara, Nimai, Dhruv and Dhvani. We have Satya, Ashi, Anmay, Nandini, Nandika, and Atishya. Okay. All right, so we'll get started. Since you already know the story, we will keep it interactive and we will also be focusing on the qualities of Prahlad. What makes him such an important person and what makes him so dear to the Lord? So we'll find out today, okay? All right, so we're going to recap the story first. So these are the four Kumaras. They are the sons of Lord Brahma, and once they went to Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha is the spiritual world which is above this material universe, and there are two gatekeepers at Vaikuntha. So, first, who can name the four Kumaras? Who remembers the names of these small boys? Any guesses? Yes, Ansh, your hand is up. Are you saying something? We can't hear you. Okay. So, anybody else? Any other guesses for the four Kumaras? So, their names are Sanak, Sanandan, Sanatan, and Sanat Kumar. So, there are four Kumaras, and they were stopped by the gatekeepers of Vaikuntha. Who remembers the names of the gatekeepers? Yes, Dhruv?
Jaya and Vijaya.
Yes, these are the gatekeepers. So they stopped them. And these are not ordinary boys. Actually, they're very saintly people. They are very spiritually advanced and they chose to remain 5 or 6 year old boys for life. They did not want to grow up because they knew that growing up means dealing with a lot of material things and a lot of issues. So they didn't want to grow up. They always wanted to remain boys. So they always remained 5 or 6 year old boys, but they were very spiritually advanced. They were very, very, very great devotees of the Lord. So they're not ordinary boys, and they became very angry when Jay and Vijay blocked their entry to go in and see Lord Vishnu. And they got very angry and they cursed Jay and Vijay. They cursed them to become demons for 3 lifetimes. They actually had the choice to become devotees for, more number of lifetimes and then come back. But they cursed them to become demons. And they said that after they had completed those 3 lifetimes of becoming demons, they could come back and serve the Lord again. So, so Jay and Vijay were cursed because they blocked the entry of these 4 boys to Vaikuntha. And in their first lifetime, they appeared as the sons of Kashyap Muni and Diti. So Kashyap Muni and Diti, their sons were, anybody knows their names? The sons of Kashyapa and Diti were Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksh. So Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha were the sons of Kashyap Muni and Diti. That's in the first lifetime they appeared as demons. In the second lifetime, they appeared as Ravana and Kumbhakarna. And in the third lifetime, they appeared as, anyone recalls? Dhruv?
They appeared as Shishupal and Dantavakra.
Yes. They appeared as Shishupal and Dantavakra, and they were actually delivered by the Lord Himself in all 3 lifetimes. So, in the first lifetime, this is Hiranyaksh. And who was he killed? Who killed Hiranyaksh? Who is this? Satya, your hand is up.
That is Vishnu, which is the third avatar. Wait, it's Varaha, the third avatar of Vishnu.
Yes, that's very good. So this is Varahadev, and he appeared to kill Hiranyaksh. And this killing of Hiranyaksh by Varahadev made his brother, his older brother, Hiranyakashipu, very, very angry. He was so angry that he decided that he wanted to become the most powerful person in the universe. So, um, Hiranyaksh was killed by Varahadev. Who killed Hiranyakashipu? Nandika, Nandini?
Nishmadeva.
Narasimhadev, yes. And who killed Ravan and Kumbhakaran? Let's see, who has not answered yet? Aradhya, Rohanika?
Ram.
Yes, Lord Ram killed Ravana and Kumbhakarna. And who killed Shishupal and Dantavakra? Let's see, let's see. Ansh, your hand is up, but we couldn't hear you last time. So you want to speak up a little bit? Still can't hear you. Sorry. I don't know what is wrong. Okay, Nandini, Nandika?
Krishna.
Yes, Krishna killed Shishupal and Dantavakra. So, Jay and Vijay, they appeared as demons in 3 lifetimes, and in all 3 lifetimes, they were killed by Lord Vishnu himself, their dear, dear Lord Vishnu. They loved Lord Vishnu so much, and they wanted to come out of the curse. So, actually, they were very fortunate to be killed by Lord Vishnu himself. So, this Varahadev killed Hiranyaksh, Hiranyakashipu, his brother, gets very angry and he decides to perform austerities. He decides to perform tapasya. And what does he do? He decides to stand on his toes, tippy toes, and he decides to raise both his hands up in the sky and look up. So he stands in this posture, and it is said that he stood in this posture for thousands and thousands of years. He went to the valley of the Mandara hill, and he stood in this way, and he started performing severe austerities, severe meditation. And his austerity was so severe that fire started coming from his head. You can see in this one picture, there's fire coming from his head, right? And then there's a river around him. So all the rivers and the oceans in the earth became agitated. The mountains and the islands started trembling, and the stars and the planets, they fell. So the Devatas, the devotees of the Lord, they became very scared. What is going on? And who is performing all these severe austerities? So they went to Lord Brahma and they asked him for help. They prayed to Lord Brahma for help. And Lord Brahma said, okay, let me go and talk to him. So Lord Brahma, he sat on his swan carrier. So we all have cars, right? We all have a vehicle in which we travel. Sometimes we go by bus, sometimes car, sometimes a scooter, sometimes a bicycle. So like that, Lord Brahma has his own carrier, and it is the swan plane. And Lord Brahma sat on it and he went to Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu, actually, when he saw Lord Brahma, he was so pleased and he became so happy, and there were tears in his eyes. And he prayed to Lord Brahma that he offered him prayers and he said, I want to be the most powerful person on earth. And I should not be killed by anyone within your creation. And he asked several boons from Lord Brahma. So he asked for immortality from Lord Brahma, but Lord Brahma said, I myself am not immortal, so I cannot give you um, the benediction of being immortal. What does immortal mean? Any idea? Satya?
Immortal means that you can't die
Yeah, you cannot be killed by anyone.
or die of old age or
Or
diseases.
yes, that is correct. So, do we have any volunteers who would like to read this? Swara, we have not heard from you. Let's have you read.
When Lord Brahma agreed to give him ben, benet, benet, I don't know what
Benedictions.
benedictions, he prayed not to be killed by any living entity, not to be killed in any place, covered or uncovered, not to die, or in the daytime or at night, not to be killed by any weapon or land or in the air, and not to be killed by any human being, animal, demigod, or any other entity, living or non-living, living or non-living. He further prayed to supremacy over the entire universe and requested the 8 yogic perfection, such as anima and lagma.
Yes. So, he prayed to Lord Brahma when he understood that Lord Brahma cannot give him immortality. He tried to figure out a way in which he could not be killed. So, he should not be killed by any person, or he should not be killed by a weapon, should not be killed in land or in the air, and he should not be killed by human being or animal or any demigod or by a living or a non-living entity, and he should not be killed inside or outside, so whether the place is covered or uncovered. And he prayed for the eight mystic perfections. So we have talked about these previously, the eight mystic perfections. um, and examples of them is anima lagima. So becoming small, becoming big, becoming invisible. So he wanted all these powers. So he prayed for them. And while he was performing all these austerities, his wife, her name was Kayadu, she was having a baby in her tummy and she was pregnant. And his wife was, because the demigods, they knew that because Hiranyakashipu is such a terrible demon, we better kill this baby in Kayadu's womb, because he will also is going to turn out to be very terrible like his father, and he's going to cause a lot of misery in the universe. That's when Narad Muni stops them and he says that no, don't kill him. He is pure, he is sinless. Do not kill Kayadu's baby. And he says that, come, my child, Kayadu, I will take you to my ashram and I will speak to you about the Supreme Lord Vishnu. So he takes Kayadu under the shelter. And the demigods also understand the Devatas, because they're devotees of the Lord. They don't kill Kayadu and they let her go with Narad Muni. So here, anybody who wants to read this? Ashi.
When he was in the womb of his mother, Prahlada Maharaja listened to the words of Narada Muni. One cannot imagine how the baby in embryo could hear Narada, but this is spiritual life. Progress in spiritual life cannot be obstructed by a material condition. This is called ahanatikui.
Ahaitaki apratihata.
Reception of spiritual knowledge is never checked by any material condition. Thus, Prahlada Maharaja, from his very childhood, spoke spiritual knowledge to his class friends, and certainly it was effective, although all of them were children.
Lord, you are
Yes.
your whole.
So, Prahlad Maharaj was in the womb of his mother Kayadu, and he heard all the spiritual knowledge from Narad Muni. And then what happens? Hiranyakashipu is back. He has received the benedictions from Brahma, and now he thinks he is all powerful. So we would like a volunteer to read this. Let's see who has not read.
No.
Okay, Aradhya Ruhanika.
Hiranyakashipu obtained power from Lord Brahma and misused by harassing all the living entities within his universe. Hiranyakashipu conquered everyone in the 10 directions and the 3 worlds and brought all living entities, both demigods and asuras, under his control, becoming the master of all places, including the residence of Indra, whom he had driven out. He began to He began enjoying life in great luxury and thus became mad.
Yes, thank you for reading. So Hiranyakashipu, he became so powerful and he had all the mystic powers, all the magical powers, that he became so mad after all the luxuries. He actually stole the palace of Indra, who is the king of the heavens, and he began to enjoy. His palace was made of emeralds and coral and so many gemstones, and even the oceans started producing so many gemstones out of fear of Hiranyakashipu. And even the land started producing unlimited food and grains out of fear of Hiranyakashipu. So he started terrorizing. All the 10 directions were afraid of him. So this was the power of Hiranyakashipu. So let's see what happens. In the meanwhile, his son, Prahlad Maharaj, is in school. And in school, he has two teachers, Shanda and Amarka. And these teachers are the sons of the guru of Hiranyakashipu, his father, Shukracharya. So Shanda and Amarka, they teach the students in the school all the material topics about politics, about economics, how to make money, how to enjoy life, how to make friends and enemies. And Prahlad, he did not like that topic at all, about how to make friends and enemies. So what he would do was, when his teachers were not around, he would actually gather all his classmates and he would give them spiritual knowledge. He would teach them how to worship the Lord, how to worship Krishna, and how to chant his names, and how to purify their lives, and how to become good. They were in the family of demons. So how to become good demons, well-behaved demons. So Prahlad Maharaj was born in the family of demons, and all his classmates were also demons. But he taught them how to do good things and worship the Lord. So, so here he is. He's dancing with them in school, and his friends liked it so much. They liked it much better than their school topics. So they also listened to Prahlad Maharaj, and they became good people. So, so Prahlad Maharaj, whoever came in contact with him, was becoming transformed. That was the power of Prahlad Maharaj. And Prahlad Maharaj was so compassionate to his friends that he really wanted them to become, he cared about their welfare. They cared about their um, good, he had good intentions for them. So what happens here? So these are some of the qualities of Prahlad Maharaj. So I'm going to have another volunteer read only the translation. Let's see. Has not read. Nandini Nandika can read. Just the English. Are you reading? I think you're mute, Nandini and Nandika.
Okay. The qualities of Raja Prahlada, the son of Hiranyakashipu, are described here. He was completely cultured as qualified Brahmana, having very good character and being determined to understand the absolute. He had full control of his senses and mind. Like the super soul, he was kind to every living entity. Has respect the person he acted exactly like a menial servant. To the poor, he was like a father. To his equal, that's like a empathetic brother. And he considers it teacher spiritual masters and older god brothers to be as good as is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He was completely free from unnatural pride that might have if arisen from his good accusation, riches, beauty, accuracy, and so on.
Okay, thank you for reading. So these are the qualities of Prahlad Maharaj. We will review them again. So he had very good character. So anyone who worships the Lord, anyone who chants the names of the Lord, automatically gets all the good qualities. All the good qualities automatically manifest in his life. So if we want good qualities, definitely we should try to behave in a way that embodies good qualities, but at the same time we should pray to the Lord for them. We should chant his names just like Prahlad Maharaj. So he had very good character. And second, he was determined. So he was very courageous, determined, and he always knew that he wants to understand the Lord, and he had full control on his senses, so he was not very distracted. You remember in Bhagavad Gita, we've been talking about control of the senses and mind. So that's exactly what Prahlad Maharaj had. He had full control of his senses and mind, and he was kind to everyone. That's such an important quality, right? I'm sure you must have heard about being kind, and kindness is really good, right? And from your school as well, you must have heard this before, that being kind is very important. And not just that, he was the best friend to everyone. So anyone who talked to him, he automatically felt that yes, Prahlad was my best friend. And he knew how to interact with different people. So he was very respectful. For someone who is older than him, he acted like a servant to them. For someone who is equal to him, like his friends, to them he was like a brother, like a sympathetic brother. And for someone who was um, younger or less capable than him, to the poor, he was like a father. And to all his elders, his teachers, his spiritual masters, his older god brothers, everybody, he treated them as good as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he did not have any unnecessary pride, right? He didn't have any unnecessary pride. So, Satya, your hand has been up. You want to say something?
Yeah, can I go get water?
Of course. Of course you may. So this is what Prahlad Maharaj had, and I think these are very easy and simple to do, right? We can also be kind to others, and we can also be friends. We can also be a best friend to everyone, and we can also pray to the Lord for good qualities, right? And we can try to be free from pride, and of course we can be respectful to everyone. So these are the wonderful qualities of Prahlad Maharaj. And these are the qualities that actually attracted the Lord. So now Prahlad, actually, he's only 5 years old right now. He once his father took him on his lap and he asked Prahlad, "My dear son, please tell me, what have you been learning in school?" And Prahlad Maharaj said, "Oh, dear father, he's saying, are you learning to be a good demon?" And Prahlad said that, my dear father, what I learned is that we have temporary bodies and we have temporary household lives. And we should go to the forest, especially to Vrindavan, and we should take shelter of the Supreme Lord Vishnu. And that angered Hiranyakashipu so much. And he shouted at his teachers, Prahlad's teachers, Shanda and Amarka. You can see Hiranyakashipu is shouting. He is chastising Shanda and Amarka, and he says, "What have you been teaching my son? His intelligence has been spoiled by the enemy. Can you please make sure that we don't have any enemies? Sometimes they come in disguises, and his intelligence should not be polluted. Bring him back in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to see what he's learning in school." So he is taken back to school, and his teachers are extra careful with him, and they make sure to teach him all the bad things, how to make enemies, how to enjoy all the material things in life, and how to do so many other demon things. So basically, now he's back on his father's lap, and his father says very sweetly, "My dear son, please tell me, what have you learnt in school?" And he says that, "My dear father, what I learnt in school is Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Dasyam." Right? He mentions the 9 processes of devotional service. And he mentions to Hiranyakashipu that, "Dear father, we should not have this concept of friend and enemy. This is just in the bodily concept of life. If we see everyone as the servant of the Lord, then there is no question of friend and enemy." So he's trying to say really nice things to his father, but his father is so envious of Vishnu that he becomes something so dear to him, also becomes like a poison to him, and he throws Prahlad off his lap on the floor. And his mind becomes so bewildered by fear and anger. His mind becomes totally poisoned by anger. We're talking about Hiranyakashipu. That he tries to, he says, "This boy, he needs to be killed right away. He has been polluted by the enemy." And he tells his servants, all his demon servants, to strike him with weapons. So you can see in this picture, there are all these demon servants of Hiranyakashipu who are actually trying to hurt Prahlad Maharaj. And they try to strike him, they try to chop him, they try to pierce his body, but all these weapons have no effect on Prahlad Maharaj. And it was because he was constantly remembering the Lord. He was constantly chanting the names of the Lord. So sometimes, we may not be at fault. And sometimes, there may be so many people around us who may be trying to hurt us or bully us, right? Sometimes that can happen. And in such a situation, we should take shelter of the Lord. We should take shelter. We should chant the names of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And we'll always be protected in all situations. So here we can see in the next picture, the servants of Hiranyakashipu, they throw him under an elephant. But still, nothing happens to Prahlad Maharaj because he's always remembering and chanting the names of the Lord. Okay, who would like to read this? Nitya, your hand is up. You want to read? Okay. Is Nitya reading, or okay, maybe somebody else? Let's see who is not read yet. Okay. Okay, Ashi. Go ahead.
Prince Demon Hiranyakashipu tried to have his son Prahlad killed in many ways. Nothing could harm Prahlada, who was completely sinless. Prahlada was even thrown from a cliff, but he was completely protected by the supreme personality of Godhead.
Okay, thank you. So you see, Prahlad was thrown off a cliff by the demon servants, but he was protected by the Lord himself because he was, just imagine, 5-year-old boy, and his father is trying to hurt him in so many ways, right? And then, who would like to read this? Any volunteers? Okay, Aradhya Ruhanika? Oh, wait, 1 minute. Anmay, your hand is up. I think you did not read before, right?
I didn't read yet.
Yes, you can read.
Hiranyakashipu did not give up. If he could not throw Prahlad down from a cliff, then he would boil him alive. So the demons put Prahlad in a big pot of boiling liquid. But Prahlad didn't struggle. Prahlad didn't cry. The power of his faith was stronger than any harm his father tried to do. That meant that any devotee can take shelter of Krishna, just as Prahlad did. Because he was thinking of Krishna so hard, Prahlad didn't even mind the hot boiling liquid, and his body was not burned.
Okay, yeah. So this is what Hiranyakashipu tried to do to Prahlad. He threw him in a pot of boiling liquid, and still that didn't touch him. His faith in the Lord was so strong that it did not touch him at all. And that made Hiranyakashipu very fearful. He said, "This boy, he is fearless and he has a lot of strength. I think he is immortal. I wonder what makes him like that." And in his fear and anger, he tried many more ways to kill Prahlad. He exposed him to a lot of spells, evil spells, and tantric mantras, but still nothing happened to Prahlad. And there was at one time, he got so frustrated that he asked Prahlad, tell me where this Lord is of yours. Is he here in this pillar? And Prahlad said, yes. And there was a cracking sound. Oh, I forgot to mention, he was thrown in a room full of snakes. And still, poison. These are not normal snakes. These are poisonous, hissing, angry snakes. And still, nothing happened to him. So, a cracking sound came from the pillar, and we can see Narasimhadev appeared from the pillar, and he was huge. The size of Narasimhadev and the size of Hiranyakashipu appeared like a little snake in front of him. It is said that Garuda, just like Garuda plays around with a snake in his hand and swallows it, similarly, that's how Hiranyakashipu played around with Narsingadev played around with Hiranyakashipu. So you can see how tiny he was in front of the Lord. And he tossed him, he threw him around, and Hiranyakashipu still felt that he was so powerful. But the Lord just took him in his hands, he put him on his lap, and he tore his intestines. And he took out his intestines and he put it around his neck like a garland. And that was the end of the evil demon Hiranyakashipu. Narsingadev Bhagwan ki jai. So we can see that this demon was so evil, he was so horrible, that the Lord, and he tortured his own son Prahlad, who was innocent. The Lord had to come himself to protect Prahlad Maharaj and to get rid of Hiranyakashipu, because all the demigods would pray to Lord Vishnu so many times. Please, please, Lord, please come and save us from this great demon. And as soon as Hiranyakashipu was killed, there were flowers showered in the sky from the skies. And, but Hiranyakashipu was so angry that it was very difficult to pacify him. So many devotees of the Lord, like Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Lakshmi Devi, and so many demigods tried to come and pacify the Lord. He tried to come and pacify Lord Narsingadev, but nobody could do it. He was still very angry. And then finally, the demigods sent Prahlad, 5-year-old Prahlad, in front of the Lord, and Prahlad Maharaj offers very famous prayers to the Lord, very instructive prayers to Lord Narsimhadev, and that pacifies, that calms down Lord Narsimhadev. And Lord Narsimhadev says, "My dear Prahlad, what benediction can I offer you? What can I give you? Because you've been such a wonderful boy." And Prahlad says that, "My dear Lord, please pray that I may never be engaged in any material activities. May I always be engaged in worshiping you and glorifying you and serving you. And please also give my father Hiranyakashipu liberation. Please forgive him for what he has done, and please give him liberation." Actually, Hiranyakashipu, the soul of Hiranyakashipu, was very happy to be killed by Narsingadev, because actually he was Jay and Vijay. And this was one lifetime closer to going back to the Lord. So he was also very happy. And Narsingadev actually says, "Don't worry, Prahlad. I have already given your father liberation." And he tells Prahlad Maharaj that not just your father, but 21 generations before you will all your forefathers will all get liberated. So that is the benediction of practicing Krishna consciousness, practicing bhakti, or practicing spiritual life. That not only you can purify your life and go back to Godhead, but you can also deliver all your forefathers before you, who have appeared before you. So this is the beauty. And he gives many benedictions. Also, one of the benedictions that he gives, Prahlad Maharaj, is that whatever worship, whoever follows in your footsteps, whoever follows your instructions, and whoever follows in your footsteps will get the same mercy as you. So after this, actually, Prahlad Maharaj, he rules the demon kingdom. He rules the Rakshasa clan, because he was born in the family of demons, for many thousands of years, for a whole Manvantara. And he then gets the benediction to also worship the Lord, remember the Lord throughout his life. So he's actually a king. So he grows up. He doesn't stay 5 years old forever. He grows up, and he has a son called Virochan, and he has a grandson known as Bali Maharaj, who meets with another incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Does anyone remember who Bali Maharaj meets? Dhruv?
Bali Maharaj meets Vaman Dev.
Yes, so that is the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. Bali Maharaj was also born in the demon family. So this is the story, beautiful story of the love and devotion of Prahlad Maharaj. And he was such a great devotee of the Lord. He was so fearless. Anybody who had tried to attack him, His faith and his love for the Lord was unshaken. And he also had a lot of compassion. You can see with his schoolmates, he was like a best friend to all of them. And not just that, he cared about their welfare. He taught them good habits. He taught them how to worship, which automatically come when you learn to worship the Lord. So he taught them to worship the Lord. So he had a lot of compassion and he was very humble. He was very, he was free from pride. He had no false ego. And he was also a heroic preacher. In one of his prayers to Narasimhadev, he actually says that he doesn't care about himself, but he cares, he's worried about all the people of this material world. And he wants to take everyone back to Krishna with him. So that's how, sometimes we feel like we're in a very comfortable state, but this world, this material world is made for suffering miseries. And that's why we get so many miseries. One toothache, and we're in so much misery, right? We get one something smashes on our finger, and we're in so much misery, right? This body is just meant to give us misery. And Prahlad, he teaches us how to come out of the misery and how to worship the Lord and think about Him in all circumstances. So, this story is given in very much detail in the Srimad Bhagavatam in the seventh canto. It's very beautiful. So, any of you have access to Srimad Bhagavatam in your homes, you can take out the seventh canto and you can read the section about starting from first chapter all the way to 10th chapter. Beautiful story of Prahlad Maharaj and how he meets his beloved Lord Narsingadev. Oh, and we forgot how Lord Narsingadev actually bypassed all the conditions set forward by Hiranyakashipu. So we can see in this picture that Hiranyakashipu was killed not inside and not outside. He was killed in the doorway of his palace. And he was not killed in the sky nor on the earth. He was killed on the lap of the Lord. He was not killed by any weapons, but he was killed by the nails of the Lord. And you can see this demon Hiranyakashipu, he was not killed. What were the other conditions? Not in day or night. He was killed in the dusk time during sunset. And he was not killed by any man or animal or any creation of Lord Brahma. He was created by Lord Vishnu, who created Lord Brahma, right? And also Lord Vishnu didn't violate his devotees' boons. He didn't violate Lord Brahma's boons. He appeared in the form of a half man and half lion, half animal, right? So he didn't violate that also, that he should not be killed by man or animal. So he appeared as Narasimha, half man, Nara, Simha, half animal. Okay, so now we'll move on to Kahoot quiz. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get a second device. If anyone can
I
keep,
just split my screen.
yeah, or split your screen, whichever works.
How do I get in?
I'm
Just
going to share.
search up Kahoot join on
Oh,
Google.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so go to kahoot.it and that should get you into the, I'm going to figure out how to host.
Yeah, host live.
Okay, there we go.
And then
Start.
start.
Right here. So, how do I join?
Names.
How do
So,
I join?
so go, I'm going to put in the chat the website. So go to kahoot.it. If you type this in your browser, you should be able to put in the pin. Kahoot.it.
But what's the? Oh yeah, I know.
And the game pin is on the screen.
8.
रुको 1 second बताओ
8 and 7. Nandika, 9, 6.
Only 7 of us have joined.
Mom, can we make our
Nandini,
puzzle?
Who's King Skeleton? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 children.
Finally.
Finally.
Hi, okay.
Awesome.
Did you make the Kahoot? Did you make the
Okay.
Kahoot?
No, bunny.
Okay.
Books. Okay, fine. Accessory. No, one thing, Mama.
नंदिका वो वेट कर रही है
No, this is good.
Okay. Done.
No. Yeah. Oh, that's me.
Okay, done, Nandika.
Okay, yes, done.
Done.
Or I should take the accessory is
Hey, no, Nandini, no carpet पे नहीं इन लोगों को. Come. Hurry, वापस come.
we're done. Who's someone?
Yeah, who is someone?
Okay, I think that's everyone, right? Let's
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Skeleton.
9, 10,
We have
11.
13
Okay.
people. Oh, wait.
13? Maybe one of them is me.
Oh, yeah. Then
Okay.
everyone's in.
Guys.
Is Ansh in also? Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's King Skeleton or someone.
Okay. All
No,
right.
actually, I'm someone. I'm the
Who's that
snake.
said that?
Oh, me.
I think
Who's
it's
me?
I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in.
I think that's everyone. Should we get started?
Yes.
Okay, let's start.
Get ready. Ready. It's loading. Bye.
Which of these is not one of the 4 Kumaras? Sanat Kumar, Sanandan, Sanatan, Shravan Kumar. Which one of them is not one of the 4 Kumaras?
Oh.
Okay, yes. Sanat, Sanandan, Sanatan, Sanak are the 4 Kumaras, not Shravan Kumar. Okay, next. Okay, King Skeleton is on the top. Ashi, Atishya, Nitya. Okay, let's go on. Who is the son of Lord Brahma? Sanat Kumar, Sanatan Goswami, Narad Muni, both red and yellow.
Gosh. Oh.
Yes.
That's right. Narad Muni is also the son of Lord Brahma, along with the 4 Kumaras. Actually, Lord Brahma had many sons because he created the universe and the living entities. Okay, next. Who cursed Jai and Vijay? Narad Muni, 4 Kumaras, Vedavyas, Lord Brahma.
I got it wrong.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Four
No.
little boys. The four little boys curse Jay and Vijay, the gatekeepers from the picture, remember? Okay, good job. Who was one of the teachers of Prahlad Maharaj? Amar, Santosh, Shanda, Durvas Muni.
Oh my.
That's many.
I think I got it. Maybe. Let's go.
Good job.
Oh,
Shanda. And his brother was Amarka. So that's where it was a trick question.
oh.
Yeah. Durvas Muni, no, Durvas Muni doesn't even come in the story. Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's see. Who is the grandfather of Prahlad? Kashyapa, Pulastya, Vishrava, Virochan. We spoke about this. Who are the parents of Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksh? Mother is Diti.
Genius.
Good
Oh,
job. So many of you got it right.
yeah.
Good job. Okay, very good. All right, next question. Who is the grandfather of Bali?
Bully.
Vasudeva, Kashyap, Hiranyakashipu, Prahlad. We spoke about this.
What?
Yes,
Oh, yes.
I suck.
Oh, yes.
Prahlad Maharaj. Yes, we spoke about it. Okay.
King
All right.
Skeleton? Who's King Skeleton?
Prahlad compared his attraction to the Lord with the attraction of. Okay, we didn't really speak about this,
Who is that?
but this is very famous.
Focus.
And if you want, I can give you the answer. Iron fillings to a magnet.
What?
Sorry.
Oh.
I
Sorry.
suck.
Kind of clueless.
Iron belongs to a man.
No.
Yes. So Prahlad, so you can remember this for the future. So Prahlad said that actually I am like an iron to a magnet. The magnet is the Lord. And I am so attracted to him that there is no way when this was when Hiranyakashipu was trying to sway him and try to teach him all the material things in school. But he says that actually my attraction to the Lord is so strong that it's like the iron going to the magnet. So you can't change me, he was telling his father. Okay.
Skeleton? Who's even King Skeleton anyways?
Who is the vehicle of Lord Brahma? We spoke about this. Eagle, vulture, crow, swan.
Oh, yes, Swan. I
Being
know this
competitive.
one. Yes. Oh,
Good job. Yes, swan. Yes, Garuda is an eagle, and Garuda is the vehicle of Lord Vishnu, but swan is the vehicle of Lord Brahma. Okay, all right. Who is the spiritual master of Prahlad Maharaj? Vedavyas, Atreya Rishi, Garga Muni, Narad Muni. We spoke about this also. When Prahlad was in the womb of his mother, who was his guru when he was in the womb of his mother?
Did I get it correct? I don't know.
Yes. Oh, wow. That's everyone. Good job.
yes. Oh.
Okay, I'm and to think of two.
Yes, good job.
What? Who's even King Skeleton?
Okay,
Wait,
King
it said
Skeleton.
14 people answered.
King Skeleton has to reveal himself because out of
And
including
if he doesn't, I don't know what's going to happen.
who's DD?
I
Dhwani.
think I think it's Dhruv Dhwani. Yeah.
I think Ansh is King Skeleton.
Yeah, probably.
It has to be.
Anshu Satya.
Okay, I don't even know if Ansh is on this.
I didn't see Ansh.
No. I'm somewhat.
Gave the
Who gave the
boon.
boons to Hiranyakashipu? Lord Brahma, Lord Shambhu, Lord Vishnu, both red and blue.
What? Oh no.
Put me on fire. Yes.
Yes, Lord Brahma. You're right.
What?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still an
We
eighth
have 8 more
place.
questions to go. Who is the son of Prahlad?
Who's the son of Prahlad?
We spoke about this too. Father of Bali Maharaj and son of Prahlad.
Prahlad.
Wait, what are the options?
Yeah, green was a lot.
He was a small child and never had a son. Bali Maharaj, Virochan, Ahlad.
We already answered.
Right on. No, I
Good
lost
job.
my 3.
Oh my
Dang.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Prahlad's son was Virochan and Virochan's son was Bali Maharaj. Okay. Next. All right. When Prahlad Maharaj was asked by Hiranyakashipu what is the best thing he learned from his teachers, what did he reply? Worship Lord Vishnu and surrender unto him, politics and diplomacy, the use of different types of weapons to kill enemies, how to perform deity worship.
Let's go. Easy does it. I
This
think.
should be easy.
different types of weapons to kill enemies. Please.
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, that's correct. That's what he told his father, how to worship Lord Vishnu. And that's what made his father mad. Because Vishnu was his enemy, his father's enemy. Okay. All right. Okay, next.
Okay, now what?
Hiranyakashipu did not know that we are not this body, but spirit soul. Suryadev is sun god. By pleasing Lord Brahma, he can get powers. None of the above.
Oh, above, I think.
Yes. Let's
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes. So
10th place.
he tried to get powers
Oh,
by pleasing Lord Brahma. He knew all the demigods. And he also was preaching actually Bhagavad Gita to his family members when his brother died. But yeah, so he knew actually all the philosophy. Hiranyakashipu was very well studied, well educated. Okay, next.
So
How
question
did
14.
Suryadev kill Hiranyakashipu? Sudarshan Chakra, Devyastra, Histra,
Green. Nantaka. Green.
Nails. Answers are. Okay. Yes, finally, I got a streak of one answer correct.
Let's go.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yes, none of the above. How did he kill him?
Yes.
Who remembers?
With the claws of his nails.
Yes.
No, he
nails.
Yeah, claws and nails. I thought claws and nails was the answer, but I didn't see it. And
Exactly.
I heard someone said green, which is none of the above.
Wait, how many questions
Say
are there?
that out loud.
There are
18.
4 more to go. Who pacified Lord Narasimha after he killed Hiranyakashipu? Lakshmi, Brahma, Narad Muni, above.
What?
Okay.
What does pacified mean?
Okay.
Calm
I'm gonna
down
get it wrong.
Sudadev.
Sorry.
I read it wrong.
Back at the
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
But I knew I get it
About.
wrong.
So what's the correct answer?
Oh yeah.
Humor.
I'm in 11th
Who
grade.
pacified him? What's the correct answer?
Green.
Green.
I'm
Who is
in,
the
I'm in 11th place now.
Where? Not it's a bone.
who is
The correct
green?
answer is Prahlad Maharaj, but that's not there.
No, they get two. But
I can be in 18th
Here's on the
place. I'm
other
not
side.
that.
I still didn't get the answer. Who pacified Narasimhadev? Prahlad Maharaj. Yes. Okay. Few more questions. Who was the father of Amarka? We talked about the father of Shanda and Amarka. Shanidev, Yajurved, Shankaracharya, Shukracharya.
Okay, let's see if
Still told us that.
I don't think I'm correct.
Is it green?
Definitely got it wrong.
Just Shankar Acharya.
Okay, let's go.
Acharya, yes.
Oh.
I got a number
That is the right
one answer streak.
At least then. All right. At least I'm
Well,
trying.
then it's surprise.
Ashi's all. Ashi's
Okay, next
Just last
question.
one.
What did Prahlad Maharaj not like in his school? His demoniac friends, considering someone his friend and enemy. He did not like studying, did not like his teachers and father.
Fishing.
I got it. How wrong?
What did he not like about him? Wow.
I'm on the head.
I think you got this right. Good job.
Finally. It
Okay.
took too long. What? Okay, it took
Last
too
question.
long for that to happen.
The austerities performed by Hiranyakashipu were in the mode of Tattva good, pure goodness, ignorance.
Sure. So whatever.
What's the red one mean?
Tattva good means goodness.
So whatever.
Oh my. I
Oh,
clicked the wrong one.
Hiranyakashipu was a demon, remember?
Let's
Yeah,
go.
good job.
Let's go.
Look.
Because he did all the austerities that he did to please Lord Brahma to achieve evil ends. That's why it was a mode of ignorance. Okay, that's the end.
Okay.
And let's see who's on the podium. Nandika and Nandini. DD. This is funny.
Dhvani and
The skeleton.
that's Ansh, right? That's
Yeah,
Ansh.
Probably. But all of you did amazing
Hey, where
because all
am
of you
I?
listened very closely.
It's me.
So thank you for your
That's
kind.
me and that's me.
Oh, I see my see. I see you.
I'm on the podium. I am, not you.
I'm right
I
there.
exit the
I'm right there.
I guess I'll claim my reward.
Why are they dancing like that?
Yeah, claim the prize. Ooh, okay. Solo effort. Okay, next one. Achievement completed. Know it owl.
This is how Narasimha look like. Brinda, pass. He's half man and half
Trivia
lion.
stage.
Okay, all right. I think that's good. So thank you everyone for your kind attention and for nicely participating.
Bye.
I wanted to teach you the Narasimha Aarti also, but I think we are
Festival. You wanna
it's
go
past
to the
time.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Blocker
Thank
closing
you.
here.
Bye.
Thank you.
Hare
Bye.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Abhinebhyo, Vaishnavibhyo namo. Thank you everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you. Okay. I got